Hello everyone. Thank you for your interest in this NPTEL course titled Indian Fiction in English. I'm Dr. Merin Semiraj. I teach in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences at IIT Madras. Let me give you a brief overview of this course. This is a 12-week course spread across 30 hours of teaching. This has been pitched at the postgraduate level. I must also tell you that we have been offering this course in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences at IIT Madras for the last 4 years, and this course has been conceived in such a way that it also generates a research interest in students who have interest in higher studies and also on students who have an interest in honing their research acumen. There are no prerequisites for this course. I would, however, look forward for a lot of readiness from your side to learn and also willingness to read. Apart from that, I also need to reiterate what this course does not do. Here we will not be providing summaries of particular texts. This is not a course on reading stories and storytelling. On the other hand, we shall be looking at various frameworks and introducing you to a new way of looking at this field of study now known as Indian fiction in English. One of the first things that we shall be doing as part of this course is to unpack this category of Indian fiction in English. Traditionally, as the term implies, you are aware that we are talking about a body of writing produced by authors who are either born in India or lived in India or are of Indian origin. We look at one particular genre, that is fiction, which comprises of novels and short stories, and we are looking at the body of fiction written particularly in English language. In that sense, we are not looking at the works translated from other languages into English either. So we will be unpacking this category and try to interrogate the various contestations and the various definitions that are available when terms of authorship studies, in terms of looking at different kinds of genres and also talking about issues related to language and identity. We will be approaching this course from three major angles. We shall first be looking at the historical context and looking at certain canonical texts which have laid the foundations of the chronological and historical origins of this genre. We will be looking at the critical tradition which has been formulated by writers such as Meenakshi Mukherjee, Priyamada Gopal and John Mee. We shall also be looking at the original text, the original fiction work produced from the 19th century onwards. We shall be focusing on two other major phases, the 1930s and the post-1980s as well. Overall, this is an attempt to cover a vast literary ground from mid-19th century till the recent past. So, in that sense, we shall be looking at the first novel written in English, published in 1864 and written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, the novel Rajmohan's Wife, and we shall be ending a discussion with a recent novel published by Alan Seeley in 2017 titled Zalaldinus. So, this vast literary ground will not be covered through summaries and analysis. On the contrary, we shall be looking at particular frameworks which have informed the understanding of the genre and also the understanding of the formulation of the critical tradition as far as this discipline is concerned. We shall be looking at a range of things from colonial modernity, which informs the origins of this genre, and also how the history and the storytelling has been progressing vis-a-vis nationalist historiography. We shall be looking at some of the major frameworks of the 20th century which have informed the understanding of the genre itself, such as post-colonialism. Our perspectives will be enabled by the ideas of gender and caste. We will be looking at how the literary market influences the formulations of this genre, and we shall also be looking at the inherent elitism which is part of the genre as well as writing in English. I hope this course Indian fiction in English will be of much use to you. If you are a student of English, or if you are someone who's got a general interest in the idea of Indian writings in English, you are welcome to join this course. I wish you a very fruitful learning experience and I look forward to you joining this course. Thank you for your attention and thank you for listening to this video.